Hello, my name is Tony Manville, and the event I'm going to be discussing today is the Late Ordovician Glaciation, or extinction. This was a mass extinction that decimated over 61% of marine organisms globally. The research I surveyed pointed to at least 3 possible causes for the mass extinction, which occurred an estimated 450 million years ago. These were habitat loss, record failure, and/or climate cooling. It could also be the case that several causes collaborated and resulted in the mass extinction, since there are multiple debates about the causes that sparked the Late Ordovician Glaciation/extinction. This project will mainly look at the contributions that climate cooling had, since it is the most probable cause. Climate change had and continues to have a significant effect on the hydrosphere, atmosphere, and geosphere. First, we will look at the direct and indirect influences the climate change had on the hydrosphere during this glaciation period. A positive feedback loop resulted in the oceans getting colder and shrinking in size. This resulted in the disruption of the marine ecosystem and habitats, which killed a large portion of marine life. Probably the most significant change to the hydrosphere was the unprecedented drop in the eustatic sea level. This is the distance from the center of the Earth to the sea surface. When this drop happened in tropical oceans, there was not enough time for the organisms to adapt to the rapid change. If the oceans cooled slowly over thousands or millions of years, there may have been time for marine life to evolve and adapt to the new changes in the climate/hydrosphere. Because of the short amount of time, many marine life died. I've already touched on some of the effects that climate change had on the organisms living in the biosphere, but I will touch on a few examples here briefly. The main thing I want to focus on is the abundance of oxygen in the atmosphere that has severely impacted marine life. Researchers determined that there were oxidation reduction reactions, or redox, between the marine species, following the onset of the Late Ordovician mass extinction. Basically, changes in the oxygen levels of the ocean have had significant impacts on marine life and sustainability in the second half of the Ordovician period. Volcano emissions may have contributed to the deaths of organisms living on land in the biosphere. This summarizes what the biosphere may have been affected, or how it may have been affected over 450 million years ago. And that concludes our wrap-up for the Late Ordovician period, glaciation, and mass extinction. It is important to learn that there must be an adequate analysis of all of Earth's systems in order to protect against future climate events that could pose a threat to humanity in the future, or other organisms and ecosystems. Thanks for listening.